All right, guys, Snow White is officially in game as Season 12's mid-season racer. We knew she was coming. It's a matter of when. Today's Thursday, guys, March 20th, and she just dropped. So we're going to go over all the ways in which to get her, how to break down how to get her, essentially. We'll break down like the numbers and like the pull rates for the boxes, and yeah, we'll go from there. So her box is in shop. Kindhearted Princess box. If you go into it, it's 450 tokens per box open. Box opened is 0 out of 30, which means every 10 boxes you'll be guaranteed getting 10 of her shards. You'll see her shards in here. You have Dopey, Grumpy, Bashful. You have all the dwarfs. The prince is her epic. If you go to check content now, 10% drop rate for her epic, 18% drop rate for Snow White shards, 7.5 for the rares, and then like 10.5 for the common cruise. So 18% chance. It's not like this a super high number. It's better than the capsules in the events that I'll be showing you guys, but 18% drop rate for Snow White. She's an epic racer. 10% for her epic cruise shard. And that's that. 450 tokens. It's not 500, it's 450. But yeah, every 4,500 tokens you'll be guaranteed 10 shards. Hopefully you guys at least pull a few of her shards before that, after completing some of the objectives to be able to unlock her. If you are going this route, but you don't have to go this route to unlock her. This is just a way to just build her crew and whatnot up and her racer shards. So that's her shop, and then let's go right into the event. So there's 3 events. First one, Dreams Come True. This is the time trial. Right, you need Snow White to do this. Top 100% you get 2 and 2 with 2 universal box credits. Then you get 4 of her epics, 5 of her shards. That's 75. Top 50% you get 6 of her epics, 7 Snow White shards, universal box credits per plate. Top 25 is 10 and 10, and then top 10% you get 30 of her epic crew, which is pretty much a guarantee way to get it to 2 stars, right? Level 2 for the epic crew, and then you get 15 Snow White shards. I missed the days where it was not 15 and there was 30, but you'll get 15 for top 10%, 6 universal box credits, again 30 of her epic, a plate, and then actually a racing suit, which is interesting. I feel like we haven't really seen this for mid-season. So Forest Maiden, it's a green racing suit, so that's pretty cool. But that's top 10%. This is going on for essentially 9 days. So yeah, that's one thing. But in order to unlock her, let's break down how to unlock her now. We're going to go through the numbers and like what exactly you need. So a home for all, this is something you can do as many times as you want in any single day. There's a bunch. So it seems like it's Mulan, Elsa, and Ariel heavy. So you see right here, if you get 8 objectives, you'll get 5 of her shards right here. All right, 3 objectives is 5 Mulan shards, 5 objectives is 7 Elsa shards, and then if you complete 8 of these objectives that we're going to go through, you get 5 Snow White shards. So we're going to count how many shards we get from doing these events. So you go all the way up here. Level 25, you need Jasmine. Level 30, you need Elsa. Level 35, you need Mulan and Rinsler. So those who didn't get Rinsler in shop, tomorrow Chapter 4 comes out. If you complete Chapter 4, then it's possible to unlock the 70 Rinsler shards in the extra chapter, especially if you've done all the medals for Chapters 1 through 4, and then you've done some medals for the extra chapter, you'll be able to unlock Rinsler, and then you'll get 70 shards. And fun fact, 70 shards gets a racer from 0 to level 31. Given that you have the upgrade coins for it. Plus a little bit of rank, you can get them to 35, so it's not too bad. So 35 for Rinsler, for Mulan, and then 40, you need an Ariel and Belle, right, at level 40. Level 45 is Sam Flynn, Elsa, and then just any level 50, which is interesting. That's like kind of new, and that's for her capsule. The capsule here, there's a 7.5% chance to drop a Snow White shard, 1.75% chance to drop 1 to 2 of her epic cruise, and then there's Happy, there's Grumpy for the rares, Bashful, Sleepy, and then upgrade coins as well. So this you could do as many times as you want in any given day, and then down here are just some Snow White objectives to get some of her crew, which is cool. So there's that. So if you were to complete all of this, right, the focus is you need Sam Flynn at level 45, and you need Elsa at 45. So Sam Flynn at 45 will give you 2 of her racer shards, and then Elsa at level 45, you'll get 3 of her epic. Now, you might not like, you don't need them at level 45 to participate, right? You could have Sam Flynn at like level 38 or level 40 and do this objective, and depending on how the AI is, you might be able to have Sam Flynn at 35, 36, 38, 40, and still complete the challenge and win the race. So just keep that in mind. I wouldn't not try it because you don't have the character at a certain level, especially with Rinsler. Say if you guys have Rinsler, you unlock him, and he's like level 25 or 30, just go for it. See what happens. See if you could win. It all depends on the AI, and if the AI is very challenging, I'd recommend trying doing the race a few times, because there might be a time where the AI is not as good, or you just get lucky or something happens, or maybe it's very smooth and you're able to beat it under leveled. So the big focus here is Sam Flynn at level 45 to get 2 of her shards. Once you complete 8 objectives, right, you'll get 5 more shards. So that that gives you a total of 7 Snow White shards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you don't have a level 50, but you have all these, or if you don't have Rinsler, you could use your Jasmine, your Elsa, your Mulan, your Ariel, your Belle, and a level 50 to get the 8 objectives in order to get the 8 objectives done to then get 5 shards here. So if you don't have Rinsler, you need like level 45 Sam Flynn, Elsa level 50. If you do have Rinsler, you don't have level 50 or whatnot, there's essentially 9 objectives to get done with Rinsler and a level 50 and Elsa and stuff. So even if you guys don't have these racers at these levels, there's 10 days. There's honestly plenty of time if you just put some time into the game, where rank up your characters, get them to, I'd say within like a 5 to 7, 8 level gap of like whatever the recommended level is, and then go for it. So if you were to complete all this, you'll get 2 Snow White shards, and then an extra 5 for doing 8 of the objectives, so that's 7 total. And then the last event is Kindhearted Princess. Say if you're at 7, you need 3 more to unlock her. You need 10 shards to unlock any given racer. You'll have 1 shard here for doing Ariel at level 30. And then an extra 2, which totals 10. And you need 10 shards to unlock a racer, and you need 7 objectives in order to get these 2 shards. So let's go through this real quick. If you go up top, level 10 Sam Flynn, level 15 Rinsler, level 22 Sam Flynn and Zeus, level 25 Rinsler and Zeus, level 30 Ariel and Sam Flynn. So there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a total of 8. So again, even if you guys don't have Rinsler, it's requiring Rinsler for this objective in order to get 7 out of the 8 objectives to get these extra 2 Snow White shards. So you can only do 2 every single day. What I would recommend is definitely doing Ariel level 30 if you have, just to solidify this extra Snow White shard here. And then I'd recommend like the first day doing Ariel to get the Snow White shard. And then I would do Sam Flynn too, because Sam Flynn, you'll be able to pull a capsule. And in this capsule, it's the same thing where there's a 7.5% chance you can get 1 to 2 Snow White shards, where maybe it's possible if you get super lucky to unlock Snow White by getting 1 to 2 shards here, plus the shard here, which would be 2 or 3. And then eventually you get an extra 2 through time. But if you were to do Sam Flynn and Ariel and like get lucky and pull Snow White today, say if you get 1 or 2 of her shards, plus this guy with Ariel, you'll have a total of 2 to 3 Snow White shards. And then if you were to complete this, you'll have 2 to 3 Snow White shards, 4 to 5 Snow White shards for unlocking this. And then if you get all 8 objectives here, you'll have either 9 to 10 Snow White shards. So it's technically possible to unlock her today. It's going to require a lot of luck if you don't open up boxes. But if you were to, we'll put it like this. The way to get Snow White today with luck is you need 8 of these objectives. You'll have a total of 7 Snow White shards here. And then you use Ariel. That's 8 shards total. And then you would use Sam Flynn, and if you pull 2 of her shards, which is probably going to be hard and like requires a lot of RNG, but if you pull 2 shards with Sam Flynn, you'd be able to unlock her today. So the game plan is complete this to the best of your ability, whether you have Rinsler or not. You can do this as many times as you want today. You could lock in 7 Snow White shards. And then for, again, a Kindhearted Princess event, use Ariel for sure. and Sam Flynn. That should be your first 2 racers today for the probability and the chance to unlock her today. So that's Snow White, guys. She's here. We're going to go over her abilities quick, and that's pretty much it. Feel free to rewind this video, keep going through it. Ariel, Sam Flynn is the focus for the event that you could only do 2 times per day, and then the other event you could do as many times as you want. So Sam Flynn and Ariel, that's the focus here. And now if we go to Snow White, if you look at her base stats, her top speed is pretty decent. She's got the best handling, followed by acceleration, then top speed, then boost, then combat. So she seems like she's going to be it's very similar to Belle in a way. You know, I think Belle has a little bit better boost, but her handling is very good. Her acceleration is really good. Her speed's not bad either. So she's a defender. She gets rush, bomb, shot, and shield, and then her unique abilities, her normal activation. You get her normal activation, you use it. Snow White sings to little woodland creatures who carry her to a position just ahead of the nearest racer at a moderate speed. So say she's in 4th, use her ability, it'll bring her, it's almost like a little like teleportation clock that'll bring her from 4th to 3rd, or from 2nd to 1st, or from 6th to 5th. So she pretty much gains 1 position from this. So I think that's going to be pretty good, honestly. It's like a little mini clock to get you the next position ahead. So if someone's in 1st place and you're in 2nd and they're like way in 1st, theoretically, if you use this normal ability, you'll like essentially warp from 2nd all the way, cover your ground to 1st place, which is cool. So it carries her to a position just ahead of the nearest racer at a moderate speed. That seems pretty cool. And then her charge ability, Snow White reveals 7 hats on the track, each representing a dwarf. Picking each hat grants the effect of a different common skill at level 1. So she's going to spawn these hats on the track. There's going to be 7 of them. Each one represents a skill. So I'm assuming that you just drive into these hats. You'll pick up a skill at level 1 and then go from there. Maybe as this unique skill gets increased in power, the levels looks like they're going to increase as well for the common skills to level 2, level 3, and level 4. I say that because when you see at the last sentence, effect of a different common skill level 1, the 1 is orange, so it's subject to change. So the better her skill gets, the higher the skill level of the actual skill you get from these hats that you're going to be driving through. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know if she's going to be a super broken character, but she seems cool. I like the normal, how she pretty much teleports to a position in front of her, whether she's right in front of, whether she's right behind someone, or if she's super behind like the 1st place racer, it's going to theoretically bring her all the way up to 1st place if you're in 2nd place, to 4th place if you're in 5th place, so on and so forth. And again, the charge, 7 hats get on the field, on the track, you drive through 1, you get a common skill level 1. We'll see what the common skill pulls are, because I know Genie has specific common skills that he pulls based on the position he's at. Anxiety is completely random, so we'll see if there's any type of structure to, all right, you're in last place, you're going to be getting good skills if you go through a hat, or maybe you're in last place, you go through a hat, you get a bomb still. We don't know yet. So we're going to find out, but that's Snow White, guys. That's everything to do with Snow White. Again, Ariel and Sam Flynn focus on for the event that you can only do 2 times in a day. The other event, take your time. You can do as many as you want for today. There's 10 days left for these events, so just stay the course. Do what you can. But the biggest takeaway from this video I want you guys to take is, for this event, do Ariel to guarantee 1 Snow White shard. Ariel level 30, and then Sam Flynn level 30 is the capsule, which gives you a 7.5% drop rate of potentially getting 2 of her shards. The way to unlock her is you complete this first objective, and then for this second objective, you use Ariel to get 1 shard, and then if you pull 2 shards for Snow White, which is very hard to do, it's very RNG based, it's very rare, but it's possible. You use Sam Flynn, you get 2 shards, you'll be able to unlock her today. If not, it might take a day or 2 or 3 if you're not going to be buying any of her boxes, but you'll eventually unlock her through time. But the good thing is, between these 2 events, they do give out 10 shards, which pretty much means if you have Rinsler, if you have Sam Flynn, you have Zeus, you have all these racers that are required, you'll be able to unlock her in-game through time without falling short and having to open up a box. Opening boxes are just going to expedite the process of you getting Snow White faster, essentially. So that's it. That's Snow White, guys. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed the video, if this was of any value to you, drop a like, sub, throw some comments in the section, in the comments, and yeah, Snow White's here, officially here, mid-season, part 1, season 12. I'll catch you guys next time.